Yo, what's good, guys? It's Snakes here, aka EJ, and this is gonna be way different from what I usually film. Usually, I'm a gaming channel. Usually, I'm over here streaming with the boys. This is just kind of another little video here, just some fun experiences that I had. So this is gonna be a mix of from being at the Duke City Comic Con and then the Phoenix Fan Fusion. So it's just kind of a mix. We got some pretty cool people that we got to meet, pretty cool experience, pretty cool stories. So let's just kind of get into it. Let's go. Okay, guys. So we're gonna start off with the Duke City. So the Duke City Comic Con, and that was gonna be in Albuquerque of New Mexico. So I'm gonna start kind of from the my ranking list, and then we'll get kind of farther out to my favorite people that I got to meet and stuff like that. Okay, guys. So first things first, they do have vendors over there. They have all kinds of different stands. They sell all kinds of different things. They have people that have gone to other cons, and they have autographs and stuff like that already. They're all authenticated, and I just think it's pretty cool because at the Duke City, they had lots of lots. They had Daredevil, all kinds of different Marvel, Star Wars, DC, Walking Dead, and they had a Norman Reedus, Daryl Dixon, and Negan. But I didn't see those ones at first. I had already paid for this one after I had already gotten all my other autographs, and budget was running a little low. But this one right here, this one is one of my favorites, and you guys can see my monitor in the back. We're using it for some lighting, but check that out. Check that. It's pretty sick, right? Steven Yeun. I think that's how you pronounce it, from The Walking Dead. You guys can kind of see the auto right there. Sorry about the glare too. It's just, I don't really want to take these guys out of the glass. So that one was pretty awesome. The people, like I said, that had that kind of stand over there, that was the one that they had all the Walking Dead, all kinds of different Marvel, DC. I'm a sucker for literally Star Wars, Marvel, Walking Dead. If I can see any of those and get a really cool auto, I'm more than likely gonna buy it. So we're getting into this one. This story is actually pretty cool. So this is actually going to be with the red Mega Force Ranger, and so he was awesome. He was honestly really cool. He was very monotone, and I myself am very awkward conversationalist in person. I mean, I'm not really very good with the camera either, but we're trying. All right. So he was very monotone. It was kind of he was talking, I was kind of talking. It was hard to make eye contact with him. It was a little awkward with me, just because I'm awkward. But once we started to wrap in the conversation, it just kind of kept going from there. So he ended up being really cool. He told us a little bit, because it was me and my girlfriend that went, along with my parents' sister. But my girlfriend was with me for this one. She was there kind of talking with him too. It was a pretty good conversation. He was talking about how it was filming in New Zealand. It was a really good story. He told us how the people actually would go out on the beaches. They would dig down, that the ground was hot, so it would actually make that water in the groundwater in that area to a jacuzzi almost. And I thought that was really cool. I thought that one was super super cool, because that would be a really fun experience to go see. But he had a great conversation with us. We just went to go talk to him. While we were talking to him, he was really 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 nice guy. I'm not too sure what his actual name is, and I'll probably pop it up right here later on in the video editing. But he actually gave us this. He gave us this for free. So my girlfriend is not a Power Rangers person, She didn't know a lot of the people that were actually going to be there. But check that out, guys. See that auto? This was sick. It was pretty awesome. So he gave this to me for free. Obviously it was just the poster. I framed everything later on, but yeah, this one was so sick. Alright, guys. So, my next one up, this is actually the first auto that I got for the day. And the thing I loved about this convention was that at a lot of. So, the Phoenix one, when you got there to the autograph section, it was just lines and lines and lines. We had to wait in like hour and a half lines just to be able to go up and get an autograph, say hi for like a minute or two, and then get kind of pushed out by the staff. Obviously, you weren't actually pushed, but you know what I mean. It was kind of rushed a little. This one, the people were all in their certain area. There was less like crowd, and you were able to kind of just walk up, talk with the people. Even if you weren't getting autographs, you were able to just walk up, talk with them, shake their hand, have like 5-minute conversations, 10-minute conversations, and then you could just kind of move on. It was really awesome. And I think that's what made this one such a good convention, is just that you could actually like take the walk around, say hi to people, even if you had no intention of getting an autograph or a picture. You just got to meet a lot of people. So this one was actually my first one of the day. I thought this one was really cool just because this is Hunter Dino. This one I actually do know her name. It's like Amelia in the series, I think is what it is. But she is the first full-time female Red Ranger. I know that there's Lauren from Samurai, but she came like halfway through the season kind of deal. This one, Hunter Dino, is the first full-time season Red Ranger that's a female. So I thought that was pretty cool. Her series was okay for me. I wasn't in my top of series, but it wasn't the worst. I will say there is some series that I watched a few episodes and turned them off. I managed to make it through the full season of this one. So, I think it's Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury, but check that out, guys. Again, you can see the auto kind of like right here. And it says it's Morphin time. It's signed up top to me. That's pretty cool. I thought it was really cool. This one was kind of it was so iconic of a moment that I got it because I thought it was just really cool autograph to say that I had later on in life. Okay, guys, we're getting to my last set of 3. So this one right here that I have, it's actually a duplicate auto, right? So I got 2 of them, and so let me explain. One of my lifelong favorite Power Rangers, well, I should say my lifelong Power Ranger, is Tommy. So obviously he's not here anymore, which is incredibly unfortunate, and that's just one of the things that I'll never be able to meet him in life. But they did have his daughter there. His daughter, Jana Frank, she turned out to be an amazing person, and I wasn't sure whether to go meet her or not because I didn't want it to be like a weird thing with like, hey, like, how was your dad? Like, kind of like asking who he was and have the wound still be fresh of losing him. But we just ended up talking to her. She was amazing. She was super, incredibly energetic. So it was me, my girlfriend, my mom, and then later on my sister and her boyfriend walked up after. But so when me, my girlfriend, and my mom walked up, she was super energetic. She greeted us all with like full-fledged hugs, like not even like the awkward side hug. She came up to us and just like, wrapped around all of us and was just like super energetic, talking about her dad, the different series that he was in, asking like what I remember from the different Power Rangers that I watched that he was in. She was awesome. So before me and my girlfriend went up, my mom and dad were there talking to her. They were telling them stories of how I grew up on it and how I like my favorite Power Ranger was her dad and stuff like that. Well, my mom and my dad, they actually got me this signed from their new project with her and him. This has been filmed for quite a while. It's Legend of the White Dragon. It hasn't came out yet, but she's in it, and then obviously he is in it. He's filmed his parts from before he had died and stuff like that. So it's Morphin time, 2EJ, which is me, and then her autograph, and then her character name from the movie. And I know that there's this glare, which I hate, but I'm gonna try to get it like right there. Yeah, I think right there's good. but this one was a really cool one to have. So she was awesome. She signed this. My parents got it signed for me. Usually it's an extra charge for pictures and stuff like that. But she actually said, "Hey, go get your son. I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures with him, with you guys, no charge." And so that was awesome. That was really cool. I thought that was awesome. And then also, since I don't know if you guys know, but Jason David Frank, best all-time Power Ranger in my opinion, he died of suicide a while back. So the family actually has like a little organization, this mental health kind of thing. She gave us a bunch of the cards, like the little cards with the QR codes, and she signed all of them. And she just gave them to my mom, gave them to me. She said, "Here, I'm going to give you guys some more cards." She signed each and every single one of those cards and gave them to us. And that was also really cool. And so there was a vendor out there that he was actually... Holy shit, I almost just dropped a bunch of pictures of my coffee. He was actually selling like stuff like this. So I bought one for me. This isn't framed just because I bought frames for all of those other ones in a big pack, and this just so happened to be a little bit bigger, and I didn't realize it at the time. I just assumed. But so he was selling those. I thought it was kind of a nice thing. I went and got one for me right after we had met her for that initial time. And I also got one for her. So me and my girlfriend went, we got one for her and gave it to her. We're like, "Hey, this is for you. You know, you're super nice, you're super cool, all that." And so she got super excited with it. She's like, "Oh, this is so cute. I'm going to put this in my studio." So I thought that was really cool that she said she was going to put that in her studio. And she's like, "Oh my God, I feel like I have to give you something else now." And she was super excited with that. She let us pick another picture, and here we go. I'm gonna put this kind of facing this way, just so you guys don't have as much of a glare. So it's not gonna be like directly on. I'll do it like directly on from like about right here. Yeah, I think that works. You guys can kind of see it. It's cool. Her signature is awesome. So there's this, Legend of the White Dragon, and there's her signature. Her character name. This was really cool. She was an awesome person, and so I guess she's from California or lives in California or something like that. So it was kind of a fun time just talking with her, me, my girlfriend, and my mom. She was kind of like, I'm really out of breath here because in New Mexico the elevation is higher. The elevation, it's way higher, so it's harder to catch your breath, and it's just about allergy season, so it was killing everybody. She was awesome. She was joking around with us. She gave us that free autograph, gave us more cards after that she had gave us that other one. And it was just honestly like a really cool, really fun experience. She was an amazing person, and in my opinion, she's definitely in my top 2 like nicest people to meet. Super down to earth, super chill. She was just very nice. Very nice. She was very respectful. She took time with everyone, and I thought that was pretty sick. This is actually going to be my personal crown jewel of the Duke City Comic Con. So, for me, I got super lucky, and this was kind of a huge thing, because even though it wasn't technically my time during my childhood, I still grew up on this movie, and it was the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Well, it just so happened that the Blue Turbo Ranger, Justin, his name is Blake in real life, but the kid, the Blue Ranger, he was there. And I thought this was a really cool full circle moment to take this, because I watched this exact DVD. This is my DVD that I had since I was a kid, and I thought it was such a cool like full circle moment to actually like take this with me. So this one doesn't have a glare, it's not in a case, but check that. Check the auto out right there. So it's signed in the paper inside here. He signed it right here, Justin, and I did get to take a picture with him. And not only that, but the part that I thought was incredible, he said, "Hey, follow me on Instagram, post the picture, and I'm gonna repost it." So he ended up actually going through and reposted the picture that I took with him, because I posted it on Instagram, and he went through, pulled through for me, and he reposted it, which I thought was awesome. It was a really fun experience. He talked with me about the movie, just kind of like how it was working at such a young age with all like the OGs. He was awesome. We ended up kind of taking a walk around the area, saying what's up to people, and I did get something else. Little turbo pin. I thought this was cool. I'm probably gonna put it in my truck or something. I thought that one was just an awesome one to have. So out of all the people I got to meet, Jenna Frank, Jason David Frank's daughter, was definitely the most personable, most amazing person to meet. Favorite person I met was her, and I will say, Red Mega Force Ranger, he was sick. He was very nice, very respectful. But yeah, the only other one I got to like meet as far as autographs went was Hunter Dino, the red and pink female Power Ranger. She was cool, but I was her first one of the day. It was kind of funny because when she signed it, she had messed up like the smudge on my name, so she was like, dang it. She had to go get another one, sign it off, and do all that again. She seemed very nice, but that one was kind of like a first of the day, and then I also was a little awkward, so it was a little awkward, but she was very nice. So at the Phoenix Fan Fusion, I'm squeezing this one in here just because this one was a lot smaller. I met less people just because of how crowded it was. So we're gonna go ahead and start off. So I'm gonna put the picture here. I'm probably gonna cut out my family just because obviously I'm cool with being on the internet. I don't know how they feel about it, so it's just gonna be a quick little cutout of me and this person that I got to meet, and it's Kingpin, as you could kind of tell. Kingpin. So got to meet him. The autograph, his signature is kind of a weird one, and obviously it's inverted, guys, so sorry about that, but that's his signature right there. So it's to me, and so obviously, like I said, it's inverted. Everything should be facing that way. Yeah, he was nice. It was less personable just because his line was so packed and the staff was just trying to like push people through. There was so much people going through. It was not like a full conversation the way that the Duke City one was. And so that one was awesome. They had a lot of big names there. Just really cool. Anakin Skywalker, he was there. His shit was so expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to. It was like $400 just to get into like his special own room that he had to get an autograph from him, and I didn't have that kind of money at the time when I got that. So yeah, I was, so Charlie Cox, Daredevil, Matt Murdock himself, he was supposed to be there, and we had the photo op with him. I was supposed to have Kingpin and Charlie Cox sign this. Charlie Cox canceled literally like 2 or 3 days before the convention, and so that kind of sucked. We got a refund on that just because I bought that one ahead of time, but it was still pretty messed up. But I've heard he's really cool. Would love to meet him one day. I actually won an auction on Pristine Auctions for his autograph. I didn't take that one out just because it's not kind of a part of this video, but maybe in the future I'll show you guys like a whole collection, which is almost everything in this video plus like 2. This one was awesome, so I'll give you guys kind of another look at that. This one was really cool, and apologies for the glare again, guys. It's just me trying to figure out a whole setup for this. I'm sure in the future I'll have a better like light that I can actually kind of show off without having to have my monitors on. So Kingpin is cool. He was very nice, but it was very rushed, the interaction, just because so many people were there and the staff was kind of trying to like flow more people through. So he was very nice. I got to take a nice picture with him after. Said it was nice to meet him. I wore a Daredevil shirt, and That's where I had another shirt under, actually, which leads into my next one. All right. So guys, this is the next one. This is the last part of an experience, but it's honestly one of my favorite autographs that I was actually able to get, and one of my favorite autographs that I actually have. Little sneak peek. You see that? Yeah. That's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is Daisy Johnson. Daisy Johnson. No, I don't even have to do the whole inserting a picture, because Daisy Johnson. Chloe Bennett. Okay, guys? I got to take a picture with her, got to meet her, and I also, at her stand, obviously in the picture you can see I already had this signed. I did this first. I got to meet her. She was awesome. Obviously, like I said, it's inverted, so don't mind that. They were charging extra, guys, to write the character name. She just did it for free. Kingpin actually did too. They didn't care if you had been charged for it or not. They were just signing it. If that's how you wanted it signed, they were signing it like that. So she wrote Daisy, put a little flower, and then obviously her signature. She was awesome. She was incredibly personable, and she was awesome. So she stayed. She had a whole conversation with me and my mom, because it was me and my mom that went up in that line. She was so nice. She had a whole conversation with us, stayed talking with us just about, like, not even the show, just kind of like life. She was just having a conversation about, like, her week, talking to us about it, how she liked Phoenix, and then she asked where we were from. We told her, and she's like, oh, I've been there before for this and so convention, and it was nice, and this and that. And then she saw all my tattoos. She started talking to me about, like, all my tattoos, basketball, all that stuff. She was very nice. I will say she was my favorite person that I have met so far. Very personable. So it's her and Jenna Frank. Those are my top twos right there. They're just amazing. I thought that was really cool. So that's just kind of that little set. So she was very nice. I definitely recommend meeting her. If you're a huge Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, take the time to go meet her. She was awesome. Like, I mean awesome. Just very incredible person to meet. Her and Jenna Frank. You know, Kingpin was very nice too. His was a little more rushed. Blake, aka Justin, the Blue Ranger, Blue Turbo, he was amazing to meet as well. That was just like an awesome. Ooh, now that I'm remembering, at the Phoenix Fan Fusion, before we went into the autograph hall, they did have vendors. There was a little autograph vendor in the corner. I won't lie, a lot of the employees at that Phoenix Fan Fusion, I don't know if they were just like convention center employees or what they were, but some of the vendors were stupid rude. Like, stupid rude. And they wanted tips from all of their stands. Well, not all of them, but some of them. The people that were incredibly rude were like, had a little thing like, hey, you want to add a tip? And it's like, sorry, no. Absolutely not. I got to get this at a vendor. Time Force Yellow. This one was really cool. I love Time Force. If it was Wesley or Wes, sorry, I think it's just Wes. Yeah, Wes. So if it was just Wes, I would have definitely freaked out a lot more. This one was just like a cool one to have, because Time Force is one of my favorite series. As you guys can probably guess by the whole earlier segment, Dino Thunder is my favorite. I would love to meet Trent as well. There's just so many that I'd like to meet, and I can see totally more of these conventions in my future, for sure. So guys, that's just my whole ending experience of all the people I got to meet, got to take pictures with, got to just walk up and talk to. Amazing people. You know, there was some exceptions, but overall it was awesome. I had a great time. Definitely recommend, if you guys haven't gone to these. Okay, I'm not like a huge like nerd, whatever. I'm not. Okay, pause. Alright, my bad. I'm not super nerdy. I'm a little bit of a nerd, okay? I'm not the whole like cosplay kind of guy. If you do it, cool, no problem. Props to you for having a great time being yourself. I'm not a cosplay kind of guy. I like to just go have a fun time, go meet these people, go get autographs, start a whole collection, you know? I think it's more about the experience in collecting like my childhood, my liking, stuff that I like to do, stuff that I like to watch. I like to go meet the people. That's my part of going to these Comic Cons. And like I said, these are the first and only two I've been to so far. So I want to do more. So leave some comments, leave any upcoming conventions. It doesn't matter where they are. I'll take a look at them, see if they're doable for me. But yeah, just leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think about the autos. Who's your favorite auto that I got? My personal is still Chloe Bennett, Agents of Shield, and my next one up is probably Kingpin or even Glenn from The Walking Dead. Those ones are all cool. They're all so cool. But yeah, leave a comment. What's your favorite auto that I have? Your favorite person that I met? And yeah, just like, sub if you guys want to. I'd really appreciate it. Help out the channel. We're already at almost 1,300. We're trying to get there. I think it'll be super sick, and you guys are really helping out by supporting the channel. Everyone have a great day, great night, great whatever. Whenever you're watching this, have a great time. All right. Yeah, that's it. So everyone, hit that like, hit that sub. Peace.